Okay, looks like stream is coming back. Okay, looks like we're back for now. I'll try and keep a better eye on it as we go. It's Kevin Shilly with the ball. It's going to be Laurie this time who ends up with it. Going to run right into the Undertaker and Ric Flair, though. Dwight coming over to assist. Dwarves just doing all they can to hold back the Skaven tide. Undertaker can't end up with it as it bounces into his hands a couple times. Currently have the ball pretty well zoned out. But there is a gap, and Gouda is going to find it. Oh, but Voluptuous Vlad manages to get a hold of it. 30 seconds left to go in the half. The ball goes down, 20 seconds left in the half. It's in the hands of Gorg, and that's an automatic touchdown at that range. Are you kidding me? It is too easy from that position on the field. Sadly, I don't think we're going to be seeing the return of the Chaos Dwarves from last week. I think that was their one strong showing. Maybe someone should have checked him for performance-enhancing potions or something. I don't know. It's a good deep kick. Dwarves are unsure of who to give the ball to. They're going to send over Dwight. But Plump Peter is going to be the one to grab it. Jack hasn't had to really get his hands dirty this game. He's just chilling. Saving his strength for future games, perhaps. Plump Peter making some movement forward. I'd love to see a Macho Man versus Jack Kaiju battle. But that will take us into halftime. Now, 3 points is not insurmountable, but they've got to be quicker on the ball. Now, they will be starting on defense here. That might make all the difference. Chaos Dwarves seem to be tired of running and just want to fight. I mean, frankly, they're the 14th seed. They are the worst team statistically in the league. I wouldn't hold it against them if they just wanted to do some damage. Rico, perfect pass to String. String, pass to Gorg. Just showing off. But gonna get taken down. Looks like might have been a Macho Man scoop up, but Undulating Uther has it in enemy territory. Oh, Rico going down. The Apothecary was used there. Rats saving the easy score here, but all still in a good position for the Dwarves. Just need to try and make something happen. Undulating Uther has got it. He just needs to turn and run. Or get a push. String is dead. No. There's a dead rat. That will carry over. Undulating Uther gets the space he needs, and it's a touchdown for the Dwarves. They're not out of this yet, folks. We have our first death in the playoffs. String, rest in peace. Got a knocked out dwarf who will not be getting back in again. It's interesting that they're kicking it over to like Maz and Gork. Like I would want to kick it over to the Jack side of things. Personally speaking, you know Gork's gonna pick up the ball. Then again, I guess he is the easier target for the dwarves on average, but he's pretty juiced. I say as he gets knocked out. 9-inch males swarming. Kevin's Chili has got the ball in position, but Maz says, no, not today, and immediately knocks him down. Green now with it. Dank Duran and undulating Uther. Losing him in the chaos. Not for long. Trying to screen out the ball here, it seems. Amer is the one who manages to get in and scoop it up. Making his way around town. Manager calling for Jack to get in there, but he is content to just stand around. Michael DeBoss has it. Has to contend with a Storm Vermin, though. Dwight down with an injury. He will be out for the game. Voluptuous Vlad just went over and smacked Jack on his ass. That was pretty great. Michael DeBoss making some progress. 2 minutes left in the game. Still some time, but the Chaos Dwarves are running out of steam here. Losing people. Kolb now moving up the field, has to contend with Macho Man, most likely. Or he could just run up the sideline and take this now. He's going to wait patiently, kill some clock, and it's going to be Macho Man versus Kolb. Macho Man is the victor of that. Amer comes over to pick it up. Now has to deal with Macho Man. Voluptuous Vlad and Ric Flair coming in to help. Kolb back up and the ball back in his hands. Just keeping it from being easy on the doors. No, Kolb died for his trouble. 1 minute left to go. Dwarves need to make a move now. Jack getting involved at the last possible moment. Oh, Macho Man rolling a wild animal. Undulating Uther hurt. That's another Jack casualty. Macho Man with the ball. The kaiju fight that I wanted. It's here. Oh, but Jack has plenty of help. Uda getting surfed still. Macho Man knocking down Jack even with all the support. Burr getting a broken leg. 3 seconds left. Ball is on the ground, and that will be it for the Chaos Dwarves. That got very violent all of a sudden. The Rats survive, or what's left of them survive to take on the next game. The 9-inch males are gone. Take a look at those stats real quick for the 9-inch males. The 1 touchdown, of course, going to undulating Uther. Jim the Salesman somehow getting the MVP. Macho Man with a kill. Dwight with the other kill. casualty out of Voluptuous Vlad, 2 out of Dank Duran, who still had a bounty on him, unfortunately, who will go unclaimed as he survives to potentially another season of Blood Bowl. We'll see how we want to handle next year's games. Buddha game, MVP going to Maz, who did have a successful pass, but not much else. 3 touchdowns out of Gorg, naturally. That is what he should be doing. Successful pass out of Rico. Casualty out of Jack, his only real involvement in the game. Gorg catching the ball twice. String with a successful pass and a successful catch, and then he died. And Kolb also, unfortunately, died. So they will not be with us here next year, or next game, unfortunately. But everybody else will be healed and back on it. Blood makes the grass grow? Exactly. And speaking of blood, our next game is the Brazen Bulls versus Tempête Loire, where some blood should definitely be spilled. Oh, I didn't mean to go into customize. Corn Demons. Here to do some damage and hopefully to advance. We shall see. Tempête Loire is a tough team to play up against. They are undead. Our penultimate game for the evening, Brazen Bulls versus Tempête Loire. One will stay and the other one will pack their bags. Let's see what happens. For those of you who saw all the awards that were given out yesterday, Rufus is, of course, the most dangerous single player in the entire league. Most casualties inflicted, most knockouts inflicted, and of course the combination of both of them. He is a terror to behold, and he will be doing some damage this game. That being said, Tempête Loire has already ended up with the ball. Rufus does get knocked down. I think that was Philo May who knocked him down. Another very dangerous player. Mambu electing it to hold it in a very unfortunate spot on the field. Could be a mistake, as Rufus is now back up. Zarkan Pitmaster on top of him. Mambu is surfed, knocked out. Ball is sent back over to Marasa. Krathul Death Spoiler might get there first, and he is a pretty prolific scorer, and he's just gonna scoop and score right there. Marasa is asleep, standing up. Sorry, who kicked the ball off there? Is anybody paying attention? I was writing stuff down. Hang on one second. All right, sorry about that. I had a package come in. All right. Back to the game. Oh no, Philome is dead? Off the boss screen. No. We'll see if he stays that way in generation, but Mary has the ball and is making good progress and has got the score. One injured pit fighter cultist rather, and one knocked out with a bloodletter on deck. Still fully healthy. I don't think the death has resolved on Philome yet. We'll see if he's on the field or not. Oh, I didn't see him. Yeah, oh no. Philome, one of the original team members. The death did stick this time, buddy. Unfortunate. Level was he too? He's like level 4 or 5. Level 4, yeah. Oh, ouch. I mean, Dan Petro, no. Dan Petro's died a couple times. We'll see if this one actually sticks. Oh my god, Korn is cleaning up. Were those both Rufus kills too? Don Petra stayed dead. The Korn team said, skulls to the skull throne. Well, they're already dead, so I'm just gonna yoink. Of course, the winner of this game will go on to face the Rats next week. Never seen that animation before. That's funny. Zarkon Thronekeeper going down with a smashed hand. Rosa finding a hole, managing to slip by Rufus, but for how long is the question. This is just, we're still in the first half. Nobody can end up with it. Balls bouncing around everywhere. Rufus is trying. He finally gets it. He's surrounded now, though. Only wild animal. So he's gonna be stuck there for a second. Getting some lucky pushes though. Agatso coming over could be the difference maker. Finally does knock Rufus down. Mumbu now has it. It's currently stuck considering what to do. This 3-point deficit is tough to deal with. He goes down. 17 seconds left. Zanek, Slay Pit. Another one of the OGs is going to take it on for point number 4. Picked up another injury, but it's not slowing them down any. Yeah, the two dead. I guess actually dead for the undead team. Too many deads. Too many deads. Russell might be shaking up out there, having trouble picking up the ball. Gets it on the second attempt, but players are falling around him. Agasso knocked out. PA knocked out. And that will finally take us to halftime. Dear Lord. Where was this team all season? I mean, they had shades of it, for sure. They had shades of it. It's just, yeah. Oh, Zonix Laypit died, but then the Apothecary was used to just give him a broken jaw instead. Rufus on the ball carrier. Marasa shaking in his boots, probably. Tack on another. Add another injury to the pile, though. What's kind of funny and awful about all this, too, is that I was literally just talking to the manager for Independent Loire to level up his players, and he made the comment that none of his players had died all season long. And now 2 of them are dead. And we still have 3 minutes left in this game. Oh my god. Jinxed himself, yeah, for sure. Looks like it's going to be Bessie taking it to the house this time for number 6. Hate to see a blowout game like this in the playoffs, though. I will say. A cleverly positioned kick there, keeping it in bounds. G'day is down, badly hurt, out for the rest of the game. And the injury stuck too. Just regeneration is also just really just failing to Bedilawala today too. The worst time. That being said though, the field has started to clear out. Both teams are losing players, so there's going to be holes. Larry's going to take that, run it wide. Agwe's the only one who could possibly stop them, and he's fast enough to do it. Agaso's going to come over. Try and prevent number 7. Agwe now with the ball. Just gonna go to cinematic cam for the last minute or so. Agwe fighting his way out. Oh gosh. Rufus is a monster, dude. Holy shit. $51 combined knockouts and injuries inflicted. Careful of Death Spoiler ending up with it. Getting a lucky push, but running the wrong way. 12 seconds left. Death Spoiler's gonna make it 7. Just because he could. Last few seconds of the game. Agwe has it, is going to try and make something happen. But is going to get stopped at the halfway mark. And that is the end of the game and the end of Dempeti-Lawa's season. A crushing defeat handed to them by the Bulls. The only thing is, at least they didn't have to go on losing 2 of their best players. And if I am Jeezy and Good Game, I'm very nervous now. Very nervous. Let's take a look. I just want to see what Rufus did here. 2 kills. He got both of those kills. 3 casualties and 5 knockouts. He is almost 260 combined for the year. Just a menace. An absolute menace. That, of course, will bring us to our final game of the evening. It's a monster mash as the vampires take on the mummies. Kimri. Yes. All right, final game of round 1 of playoffs of the single elimination. Who will advance. Let's find out. All right, and it's the Raiders kicking off first. And the rain is pouring down. It's going to make it really difficult for the Raiders to actually do anything, unfortunately. Being a low agility team. But they seem to be punching up pretty well into the vampires right now. Count Blitzula with the ball. Oh, tried to give it to Bleeder Bob for some insane reason. Count Blitzula's gonna take it. It's only Raw that can stop him. And he does. Giga Chad coming over to help. Can they knock the ball out of his hands, though? They cannot. Count Blitzula's gonna take it in for Vampire's first touchdown. No bench changes for the Vampires. Good kick to keep it in bounds. Taw's gonna knock it out, so let's see where it ends up. Ends up in the end zone. Probably the worst place it could have gone. I'm just gonna knock it out again. No, Raw managed to snag it. Excellent. Both teams kind of spread out now. They had to do a lot of running around. It's gonna allow Raw to make a little bit of progress, at least, trying to use his teammates as blockers, but oh, he gets away from Thrally. Into Bimothy, making excellent progress. Moving up the field. There's 4 Vampires back here doing nothing. Count Blitzle is finally going to try and do something, but knocks him down. Tom Ascendant. Tenderdeck Tom. The canon here is that Tenderdeck Tom died a couple games ago and was brought back as a vampire. So Tom Ascendant is now in the mix. And he immediately gets knocked out by Mad, one of the new Tomb Guardians. Sanguine Sanders now with the ball. Going toe-to-toe with Chad and Raw. Minute and 50 seconds left in the first half. Sanguine Sanders finally gets knocked down by a bunch of Raiders. Oh no, and Raw can't pick it up. He's moving it further down the wrong side of the field. Zimothy finally gets it. He's going to make a roundabout. Is that Kaw? Yeah, Kaw got injured. He's out. Zimothy had the ball. It's going down. Bleeder Bob now with it. Tried to get a quick pass over to Sanguine Sanders. It's harder to do in the rain. It's Jimothy and Brad playing defense here. Pushing him back. He gets knocked down. Ball is now out of bounds. And ends up once again basically in the end zone. It's gonna be Jimothy who gets it. Using Bob as a blocker here. Gonna go around. It's a good move. Not much to stop him except Morty Meat Shield in the midfield. Oh, Morty Meat Shield is down with an injured leg. And Bleeder Bob is just outrunning the Tomb Guardian Bob. And is going to get a touchdown. I guess that's technically a defensive touchdown, but that drive was long enough it kind of blurred the lines at that point. Relatively short kick. Looks like, ooh, Sanguine Sanders almost got to it first, but Bimothy scoops it up. That will take us into halftime. Both teams coming into this at full strength, having plenty of backups. So injuries won't start to really matter until they really start to pile up. Ball goes sailing out of bounds, so they're going to give it to Jimothy. All that chaos, Bleeder Bob has kind of ended up with it. It's a good thing Bimothy was there because there's nobody behind him. So Bleeder Bob just needs to do exactly that. Get a little bit of space, and that's going to be another touchdown for the Midnight Maulers. Starting to push it out of reach for the Raiders. Bimothy with the ball. 3 minutes left in half. 3 points is not insurmountable, but it's going to be hard. Especially when this keeps happening. Ooh, Trawler Tom going down. Bob getting another injury to tack on to his stat line. Now Taw with the ball. Bleeder Bob, though, trying to prevent them from moving into enemy territory. territory and does knock the ball out of his hands, but Ta is still on their feet. It's going to be Ka this time, moving the ball up, running right into Brad Ascendant. Two minutes, 10 seconds left to go. And wow, the field is a little sparse on people for both sides. It's Baldo, one of the new thralls for the Midnight Maulers. That's a name that the game gave us. Oh, ball's out of bounds. Let's see where it ends up. That's awful for the Vampires, but great for the Raiders. They just need to get somebody on it, and that's an easy touchdown. If Chad can pick it up. Chad can't pick it up. Chad can't pick up the ball. He's only got one agility, I think. He's only got one agility. Is it even physically possible for them? -1. I think they have to roll a 6 to pick it up. Ta ends up with it and is actually going to get it in for a touchdown with a minute left. There's still some hope. It's very slim. Ooh, but that is going to help. There's lots of knocked out players. Oh, but they have plenty on the sidelines. I actually think Maulers will be fine. And of course, the Raiders regenerate from just about everything so far this game, so... Ooh, and Count Blitzilo is making progress, but gets surfed. Be the windfall that the Raiders need, but once again, they're having trouble getting the ball in their hands. Ooh, Bimothy down with a smashed collarbone. Raw knocks the ball out. 30 seconds now left. Let's see where it ends up. Kind of like right back in the same place, honestly. And Chad can't end up with it. Jimothy is finally the one. I think he's got sure hands, though. He does. 15 seconds left. Unfortunately, not enough time to make this a tie ball game. So we'll be seeing the Midnight Maulers moving forward to take on the Knickknacks next week, our second seed team. And there we have it, folks. That is the end of Wrath's Raiders season as the Midnight Maulers advance. Congratulations to the Vampires. A skeleton who didn't see any playtime getting the MVP. You'll love to see it. A few casualties scattered throughout, but not much else from the Raiders. The Midnight Maulers, other than the touchdowns, not a whole lot to say for them either, to be honest, but... And there we have it, folks. That is our first week of playoffs completed. So let me quickly... I'll have a way to do this a bit more nicely next time, but let me update this real fast and we'll take a look together at the next series of games. So Mythics fall to the Continental Crushers. The Meeseeks fall to the Nurglings. The Git Stompas fall to Bone Malone. 9-Inch Males falls to Gouda Game. Dumpet to the Wall falls to the Bulls. And Rathless Raiders falls to Midnight Maulers. So next week, we will have the Pointy-Eared Bandits, our 1st seed team, taking on our 8th seed team, the Continental Crushers. We'll then see Pappy's Nurglings taking on the Bone Malones. We'll have Gouda Game versus the Brazen Bulls. That is, looking forward to that one, really. And the Midnight Maulers taking on the Knickknacks. So just to show that real quick, we'll hide that. There's my quick and dirty way of showing the matchups for next time. So yes, some very exciting games. Of course, we've got some heartbreaking losses here in the first round for some of us. Thank you, those of you who stuck around. Apologies if your team is not moving forward, but I hope you enjoyed the season, and I hope you stick around to keep watching the playoffs as they develop and we crown our 2025 Blood Bowl AI League champions. I'm seeing that soon enough. Next week could potentially be a longer stream. These will be best of 3 games, so we'll see. It just kind of depends on how those go. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for watching along, and we'll see you again here next week for more Blood Bowl. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.